history-making moment in the NBA. Jason Collins broke through a big barrier last night when he suited up for the Brooklyn Nets against the Lakers, becoming the first openly gay player in any of the 4 major pro leagues.
13-year vet Jason Collins agreeing to a 10-day deal, with Collins making him the first openly gay player in any of the 4 major American sports. For more,
University of Missouri defensive lineman Michael Sam spoke publicly about his sexual orientation today with ESPN.
This happened relatively fast. They wanted to distance the time of the announcement between playing football and the announcement. So right now we're going to talk about Michael Sam being gay, and by the time the season comes along, by the time the draft comes along, eventually we're just slowly but surely we're only going to talk about football.
You turn on Sports Talk Radio, you turn on any sports TV, and everyone's talking about the Jason Collins story. Cover story on Sports Illustrated. The first male to come out, active athlete on a major pro sport in the United States. And he comes out.
An historic moment in pro sports. Jason Collins took the court as the NBA's first openly gay basketball player. Both Collins and another high-profile gay athlete say they're ready to be measured by their play rather than their sexuality.
It's our job as citizens to say Michael Sam deserves a fair chance, not because he's a gay football player, but because he's a football player and he wants to go out and play football.
Well, I think in general, both in athletics and out of athletics, this country and the sports community has come a long way with the acceptance of gay, LGBT, the whole community. And although I do hope for the day when I don't get an alert on my phone from SportsCenter or some breaking news coverage when an athlete comes out, I think the story is really cool. I think it is important because although we have come a long way, there still is that prejudice out there. There still is that stereotype. And I think it almost helps to break that, these stories of these athletes being courageous and, you know, leading away for people.
Well, I think, you know, they're treated just like anyone else. I mean, an athlete is an athlete is an athlete, and their sexual orientation it shouldn't really be a factor. And it's a shame today that we still have to make a big deal out of it. But kudos for those professional athletes coming out, and then the UMass young man that just came out, that they are really truly, you know, kind of setting the stage and letting more and more people know that it's okay. And I think it's important for Springfield to make sure that we are providing a safe and a welcoming environment, regardless of what your sexual orientation is.
I think Springfield College has been pretty accepting of him since he came out. The teammates, the friends, the community as a whole, Springfield College has been great. I feel we talk all the time about, you know, day-to-day things, and from what he's told me, there's been no negative backlash from Springfield College or the people that belong to this community since he came out.
So originally I came out in the summer, a couple weeks before school I think, to Ryan, and then when I got to school I sat down with my coach and I kind of just told him, you know, this is something that I've been thinking a lot about. I've told my family and it's gone really well. And so I told my coach and I just kind of said, you know, I just want you to know, I feel like I owe it to you, that I'm going to tell the team it's going to get out. And I think you deserve to know. You have a great relationship. You know, he's always been there. We're very close. I can talk to him about a lot of stuff.
It was a load on his shoulders for sure, and but I just tried to make it as simple as possible for him. Just talk about things he does in volleyball, and if that changes the way he plays volleyball. And he said no, and I just wanted to make it as simple and matter of fact as possible.
So after I told my coach, within the next week, I kind of sat down. I didn't really want to do it as a big team thing in the locker room. I wanted to kind of keep the volleyball athletic side out of it as more of a personal, like, sit down with each person. And so I told them throughout the week, and again, I had nothing positive feedback, and it was great. They're all very accepting, and volleyball hasn't changed.
Keaton being openly gay makes no difference from when he wasn't out freshman and sophomore year. It doesn't have to do with his sexuality, it has to do with him as a volleyball player. And him being gay, coming out at the beginning of this year, it really makes no difference to him as a volleyball player. He's the same volleyball player and it really has nothing to do with his abilities on the court.
You know, I started playing volleyball, I want to say 7th or 8th grade. Junior high, kind of like, you know, just messing around. Didn't really get serious until freshman, sophomore year of high school. And I really started to enjoy it more and more. I didn't really have that initial love for volleyball. It kind of grew on me.
Being friends off the court, on the court, we have a great relationship. We can talk about anything. And him coming out has really not affected our relationship at all. If anything, I believe it's brought us closer together. We've roomed together for almost 3 full years now. We're rooming together next year. And I think this experience has helped us really move to a new part in our relationship where we've become closer friends.
Game day is a huge day, even practice, so just getting ready, whether it be practice or game, and stepping onto the court, it's kind of it's almost like its own little community. You know, we have, each person plays their part, and it's just so intricate, and everyone comes together, and you don't really think much about what's going on. I couldn't tell you, you know, if you asked me in the middle of the game a question about what's going on, I couldn't tell you, because everyone is so focused, and that's what's great about not just volleyball, but all sports. I think it completely takes everything outside, in the outside world, anything that's going on, any negative stresses, anything like that, and just, you don't think about it.
I think the team, our friends, and the community as a whole, the people that know him, have been really accepting and open to him this year.
Him being gay doesn't mean anything towards what we're trying to do process orientation-wise, and be good guys, good people, and have character and integrity, especially in different situations. So,
being on the court, I'm not thinking that I'm a gay athlete. It's just I'm a volleyball player, athlete, helping my team as much as I can. Whereas off the court, you know, obviously I will be seen as a gay athlete, but it's not something that I really let myself think too much into.
I think it's great that Keaton feels comfortable in coming out, and the fact that he's just a general, all-around great young man. I mean, he's good academically, athletically, and just generally a nice guy. And so I think it's just wonderful to have him on our campus, and that he feels comfortable coming out. And that says a lot about his team and his teammates, that he is comfortable in that environment.
There's always going to be someone out there who says that you can't do what you want to do, or that what you're doing is not right, or that who you are is wrong, and that prejudice is just ignorance. And I think looking past that, and once you become confident and happy with yourself, that other stuff really won't mean too much. Stereotypes in sports are not necessary. It really does not matter your sexual orientation, who you go home to. It's all about what you do on the court that matters.
At Springfield College, if you can play, you can play.
At Springfield College, if you can play, you can play.
I play for Springfield College men's volleyball. I'm a 2-time NCAA national champion and all-tournament team member. I'm a first-team All-American, and I represented the United States of America at the World University Games in Russia. I'm Keaton Pieper. I'm a gay athlete, and I'm beyond it. If you can play, you can play.